Hello, welcome to Atlas Answers, a monthly learning session to help educators get the most out of assistive technology. My name is Lindsay Wells, and I'll be sharing tools for vision. The Atlas project offers an equipment lending library, which is a free service available to Indiana's local education agencies, or LEAs. Through this problem, school personnel can borrow a wide variety of assistive technology devices, tools, apps, and resource materials to explore what works best for their student before making a purchasing decision. Unless otherwise noted, all of the assistive technology we'll be discussing in today's presentation is available through the Atlas Equipment Lending Library as a 6-week loan. This allows educators to try equipment in real classroom settings, helping teams make informed decisions about tools that best support students' access and learning. Behind Atlas is a multidisciplinary team of professionals with experiences in a variety of areas. While each team member has a specialty, we all work collaboratively and are available to support educators with assistive technology questions and finding solutions for students. Our team includes Carrie Bridges, the Atlas manager, Caitlin Hill, our occupational therapist specialist, Clarice Nolan, our speech language pathology specialist, myself, Lindsay Wells, specializing in blind and low vision, and deaf and hard of hearing, Rain Sims, specializing in autism, ADHD, and behavior, Erin McCready, our lending library lead, and Aya Palmer, our lending library assistant. Together, we are here to help educators identify, explore, and implement assistive technology that helps students access learning and reach their full potential. Atlas offers more than just access to equipment. We also provide technical assistance to help educators determine what tools may be most appropriate for their students. Educators can borrow devices, apps, and other resources from the Atlas Equipment Lending Library to try them out with students and determine what works best. You can also consult with an Atlas Assistive Technology specialist for personalized recommendations based on a student's individual needs and goals. Once you've identified a tool, our Atlas specialist can provide training to help you, your team, and the student learn how to use it effectively. And the best part, these services are all provided at no cost to Indiana educators and schools. Through our Atlas Equipment Lending Library, Indiana educators may borrow, request, and reserve assistive technology directly through our MyTurn online catalog. Once an item is requested, it can be shipped directly to your school for a 6-week loan period. And just like our other Atlas services, there is no cost to your school. Return shipping is also included, making it easy to try equipment in your classroom without having to purchase it first. This gives educators an opportunity to see how a tool works in real-world classroom settings and determine whether it meets the students' needs before making a larger investment. Now that we've covered who we are and how Atlas supports schools, let's explore the tools themselves. Assistive technology isn't always high-tech or expensive. In fact, some of the most effective supports are simple and easy to use adaptations. We begin by looking at 3 general categories of assistive technology for students with vision impairments. Assistive technology is generally grouped into 3 categories: low-tech, mid-tech, and high-tech. Low-tech includes simple, inexpensive tools that don't require electricity or batteries. These are often the first supports we try because they're easy to implement and can make a significant difference for many students. Mid-tech includes simple electronic or mechanical devices for a specific purpose. They don't require complex software or extensive training, but they can provide additional support when low-tech device tools aren't enough. High-tech includes more advanced electronic devices and software, such as screen readers, magnification software, braille displays, and OCR, or optical character recognition, which converts print into text to speech or digital text. It is important to remember that more technology doesn't necessarily mean better technology. The best tool is the one that meets the student's individual needs and helps them access their learning independently. Before we even think about assistive technology, there are some simple classroom modifications that can make a huge difference. First is lighting. Good lighting can reduce eye strain, but every student is different. Some students need additional lighting, while others are sensitive to glare. Whenever possible, allow some students flexibility in where they sit. Next is organization. Keeping classroom materials in consistent locations helps students navigate independently and spend less time searching for items. Classroom arrangement is also important. Clear walkways, predictable furniture placement, and minimizing clutter all improve safety and independence. When providing printed materials, consider adapting the text by enlarging the font, increasing spacing, reducing visual clutter, and using high contrast print whenever appropriate. Finally, tactile markers like bump dots or raised labels can help students identify supplies, technology, or classroom materials without relying solely on vision. Often, these simple environmental change have just as much impact as assistive technology. Here are a few examples of low-tech support. Our magnifiers are placed directly on top of text and make reading easier while helping students keep their place. Colored overlays may help reduce glare or improve visual comfort for some students. While they aren't beneficial for every learner, they can be helpful for certain students based on their individual vision needs. Tactile symbols provide information through touch instead of vision. These can be used on schedules, classroom materials, or communication systems. You'll also see high contrast devices such as calculators, rulers, keyboards, or classroom materials that use bold colors or large print to make information easier to read. These low-tech options are inexpensive, easy to implement, and often serve as the foundation of a student's accommodations. When students need additional support, mid-tech tools can help increase independence. Backlit devices provide extra illumination, making text and objects easier to see in a variety of lighting conditions. High contrast switches are often used with adapted equipment, making controls easier to locate and activate. Large clocks and timers help students independently monitor time during classroom activities. A talking calculator provides spoken feedback, allowing students to confirm numbers and calculations without relying solely on vision. Digital recorders let students capture lectures or instructions so they can review the information later. A handheld electronic magnifier provides adjustable magnification and contrast, allowing students to enlarge worksheets, textbooks, or other classroom materials as needed. These tools bridge the gap between simple adaptations and more advanced technology. When even more comprehensive access is needed, students may use high-tech assistive technology. One common example is a CCTV or closed-circuit television. Despite the name, it's not a security camera. It is an electronic video magnifier that enlarges print material onto a screen while allowing students to adjust magnification, color, and contrast. OCR, or optical character recognition, scans printed text and converts it into digital text or speech, allowing students to independently access printed worksheets, books, and handouts. Screen reading software reads digital context aloud for students who are blind or cannot efficiently access printed text visually. Screen magnification software enlarges everything displayed on a computer or tablet screen while often enhancing contrast and color settings. And finally, refreshable Braille displays convert digital text into Braille, allowing students who read Braille access to computer, digital assignments, and online learning materials. These technologies can dramatically increase access to a curriculum and promote independence, but they also require training and collaboration between students, teachers, and support staff. This concludes our overview of basic vision assistive technology tools. Thank you for your time. If you have questions or would like to learn more about Atlas, please reach out. we'd be happy to help.